Okay, the next thing we're going to do here in the book is on page AC340. We're going to create a query based on our recruiter table. Now the book is a later version, or not a later version, but it's the second of a series of books, and they assume that you already know some of this stuff. I'm not going to make that assumption. This may be the first time that you've seen Access is in this class. So if we're on page 340, the first step says create a query for the recruiter table and include the recruiter number, last name, first name, start date, comment, and bonus fields in the query. And that's all it says. Not very helpful if you don't really know how to create a query yet. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to walk you through that here now. I'm closing my form. We don't need it anymore. Yes, I'm going to save my changes. And then what I'm going to do now is selecting the recruiter table. I'm going to go to create. I'm going to show you two ways to do this. One way is you could go into the query designer and start adding those fields. That's going to be the first way that we do it, and then I'll also show you how to use the query wizard. So we select the query designer, and here we select the tables that we want to use for our query. We're only going to be using the recruiter table, so we hit add, and it'll put it right up in here. So go ahead and hit close now, and then we're going to click on the fields that we want to be returned in our query. So this is where our query says, or the book says, recruiter number. It says last name, first name, start date, comment, and bonus. So we add them, and it adds them down here into our query area here. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to start adding criteria. So these are the fields it's going to return from our recruiter table based on the criteria that we're going to add down here now. So the criteria, the first thing they say is in the comment criteria, right? So right down here, it says add star healthcare management star. Okay, so I've typed that in there. And if you remember from the Access Chapter 4, where we used that star before, when we were querying by the city, we put the stars in there, so it says like, it'll change it for us. It says like star healthcare management star, meaning that anything can come before or after that. As long as you find the phrase healthcare management in their comment field, it will return their record. Then the next thing it asks you to do is to, in the criteria, add less than 1-1-2005. So this query will return us the recruiter number, the last name, the first name, the start date, the comment, and the bonus fields for any recruiter who has the phrase healthcare management anywhere in their comment field and has a start date before January 1st, 2005. Now we can hit run, and it returns us Alyssa Carey. You can see her comment field. It says master's degree in healthcare management. There's her healthcare management. The start date was before January 1st, 2005. It was May 22nd, 2004. We can go back to the design view up here. Now you can see it formats these for us. One thing we can do is let's go ahead and just pull that start date out. And let's go to bonus and type yes in here. So the bonus equals yes. We're going to run it again. You can see it still returns her because she has bonus and she has healthcare in there. I'm going to go back to the view again. I'm going to take this bonus out. I'm going to take the criteria out for that. Now it's going to return us anyone who has healthcare management in their comment field. I run it now. You can see I have, oops, something happened there. But I have 2 people now because this person is working on a master's in healthcare management. So it returns 2 people. Okay? So that's kind of how the queries go. And what I want you to do is very important. I'll add one more walkthrough to show you how to use the query wizard. But I want you to save this query. Okay? So go ahead and hit save and give it whatever name you see appropriate. And that way I can see that you know how to create the queries here. Okay? In the next lesson I'm going to show you how to create a query using the query wizard.